What's Up Fool podcast? What's up, fool? Welcome to another episode of the What's Up Fool podcast, brought to you here at All Things Comedy Studio in Burbank, California. Sorry, my nose is a little stuffy today. I've been walking outside with my with no socks, breathing in a lot of bad air,
No socks.
making out with a staffy dog.
You've been going outside with no socks?
No, with my plantar fasciitis.
Oh, with your little
What's up, fool? Lisa's
sandals.
here. Rodrigo is stuck in traffic right now because of the rain.
Because nobody knows how to drive here.
Everybody's driving all slow.
They're either driving way too slow or way too fast.
Way too fast or way too slow. What's up, fool? Shout out to people who are also listening right now. Francisco de Jesus, Tony Alvarado, The Liars Club, Still Steve, Wipe Down Xbox, Illusionize, Tony Alvarado, Francisco de Jesus, I already said it. Co-host of the year, he ain't here right now. Eric Rodriguez, what's up, fool? I saw Slaughter before Slaughter. Shout out to Martin Moreno. And they actually made a Slaughter band.
Yeah?
Slaughter before Slaughter. I think Tanya's the guitarist.
Okay. Oh, really? Tanya's the guitarist.
Well, I started
for
with a guitar.
Slaughter?
I don't know. Answer my
Guitar.
question. Who plays guitar, fool? Eric, who plays guitar?
For Slaughter? Slaughter before Slaughter.
Martin just answers though, man, like a like that. No, like the with sausage arms. You know, like this.
Uh-huh. Does he sing? What does he do in the band?
Yeah,
That's your answer.
I haven't seen it. I wouldn't know. What's up with fuck guy? Yesy Yanes. What's up, fool? Kurt Allen, all the way from
Mar-
Florida and shit.
Martin is the lead screamer.
Martin, the lead screamer of the band.
Maracas.
Country Road, what's up, fool? Acid Cry. Shout out to ATL, Still Steve. He plays the maracas, yeah, bro. He puts the maracas inside his big toe, bro. Start playing them.
Hey, that guy, fuck guy, is asking about Theo Von's podcast. We've invited him to do the podcast, and he said, all right.
All right.
Uh,
What else can we do?
we didn't set a date. It didn't go further.
What's up? People are just busy, man. You know, how could I
Yeah.
how could I compete, when that fool has a junkyard dog, the next week?
I know, and he's on Joe Rogan every week, so whatever. He goes where he wants.
People gotta do what they gotta do. Shout out to Not Tomas homeboy. Donde está Bronson?
Our guest isn't here yet, but we're waiting for Jessimae. Jessimae Peluso.
Jessimae
I don't know if she's
Peluso.
running late. Oh, is she? Yes. Oh, okay.
Clearing out my nose, we have Jessimae Peluso as our guest today, and we're just getting started. And thank you guys for listening. And you know what would be fine or appreciative if you guys could write or tweet about our podcast. Like, just tweet, man. One little tweet. It don't cost you nothing. Or Instagram, motherfuckers. Do something.
Hi.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Good.
Morning.
Good morning.
Happy day.
Happy day.
Let's do this.
We're chatting with the people because we're also waiting on his co-host, Rodrigo.
Okay, cool.
What's up, fool? So our guest is here. Let her get ready.
I'm ready. Ready with the 1-2 checka.
Ready? Okay. Ash Cray, what's up, fool? She's funny blonde. That's you, I guess.
Oh, okay.
What are you
Maybe
guys?
you.
No.
You're more blonde than me.
I'm not as fun.
I'm
I'm
like-
not funny.
Patches of red at this point in my life.
But I'm not funny. I'm not here for funny.
Where's the co-host of the year? He must be shining now, bro. He's driving a truck full of poison.
What's shining? He must be shining, like literally like bright, or is
No,
that like an
like
industry term?
shiny, like-
Oh, okay.
It's a word that
Lit up.
Rodrigo uses.
I like it.
No, we were at this. We were buying weed at Louis XIII, There was some guy from Philadelphia there. He was from Philadelphia, the rapper, and then he was smoking I guess he was smoking a good blunt for the first time. He goes, man, this is good. I might have to take some of this back to Philly. I'll be over there chilling in Philly, shining. And that was all he said.
I've had some blunts that made me feel like I was shining.
Yeah.
I can feel that. Yeah, I like that. That's a good word. You have amazing skin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
you do.
Thank you.
You're shining.
I'm shining. I got a new product this week. So.
Ooh, girl, you
What's
need
your
to share.
secret?
Yeah.
I just bought a new product.
Are they paying you? Don't say their name.
No, they're not paying
Are
me.
you an influencer now?
No, I'm not an influencer. I'm nobody.
You're influencing somebody if you're talking on a public platform. He's out there stabbing his chick.
I had some blunt that made me feel like Jack Nicholson. What happened, bro? You forgot all your lines and quit acting?
Just start dating really young
Oh,
chicks.
I get it now. Shiny, like the Jack Nicholson. Oh. Red rum, bro.
No.
Red
Yeah,
rum.
red rum. That
No.
movie's messed up. The Stanley Hotel. You can stay there, in Colorado.
Yeah?
The
Does that exist?
hotel.
They open it every once in a while. For
Yeah.
I don't know if it's year round, but
Did you
They have
see the
events.
Did you see the documentary on the movie? Room, what, 237?
something like that. Whatever
I
that room
didn't
was.
see
that
that. Was
he-
it good? I wanted to see that.
It was weird. It talks a lot about
You
conspiracy
gotta watch it by
theories
yourself.
and like.
Make sure you have working internet. You look
Oh.
at stuff.
Yeah. You gotta look up a lot of stuff and pause it. But it's really good. But it's a lot of weird stuff like down to like triangles everywhere, like Illuminati sort of conspiracies, as well as what's the other conspiracy? Oh, the moon landing.
Like
Yeah.
it never
that
happened.
Yeah, that it was faked, and Stanley Kubrick had something to do with the filming of that.
What do you think now that you've seen that?
Oh, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Do you
but
think we landed on the moon? We had to have landed
Of
on the
course,
moon.
of
This
course.
guy
I mean,
must have smoked the fattest blunt ever and punched himself 10 times. Because everything he said makes sense, but the person, if you're watching it like the crazy person, you might think, okay, because there's a part, where Jack Nicholson meets the guy that hires him,
Yeah.
and the guy says, that's Stanley Kubrick saying that's him meeting John F. Kennedy and telling him about writing the movie. And he goes like this, pay attention to where the way he's sitting. There are two American flags, and his hair is parted exactly like John F. K.
And now I'm
And
gonna
that's-
go back and rewatch
Yeah.
The Shining because
you
of
gotta
this.
watch the
And
documentary.
then
It's good though.
when the little boy is the little boy riding his bike, big wheel,
Yeah.
all over the thing.
Yep.
If you look at the floor or his whatever he's wearing,
Yeah.
it's NASA. He has
I
a little-
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's all these connections, and even down to like this. Then there's a Native American. There's this conspiracy
The
about
Coleman,
some.
the
cans, the aluminum baking powder. I
Yeah, the
guess it was,
baking powder.
Yeah.
So it's like in the storage room, like the line, how it's perfectly lined up, and like this. There are no accidents in any of the shots. Basically, is what they're saying.
How do you? I mean,
Every-
that must have been stressful taping that. Just
It was
and
very
then
weird.
also when he walks in there, he's like, there's like a big stack of luggage,
yes.
and then like they're making a reference to the Holocaust.
Damn, it goes that deep.
It's interesting.
Now I need to rewatch the movie
What's
and watch
up,
that.
fool? Rodrigo Torres in the
How you
house.
doing?
Hi.
How you living?
What's up? I'm living large and shining.
You know Jesse, right?
I've never met you.
Well,
before.
now
Oh, I
we're
know
now
who
we're
you
family.
are, though.
Aloha.
We're talking
What's happening?
about The Shining, bro. You don't know what
movie?
Shining was?
Yeah, people
Oh,
are mentioning The
keep
Shining.
And then somebody mentioned Jack Nicholson, The Shining.
The movie.
But then we got into that movie about the documentary about The Shining.
That room 211 or something like that.
Yeah.
Two whatever. Yeah.
212 or
Two
2
something.
227.
Now I need to watch it.
227.
I
So
love
we're trying to
conspiracies.
put all the connections together.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff with.
What's that movie we told you to see, bro?
Oh, the election?
Abduction in Plain Sight.
Oh,
Oh,
that
I-
is so
Oh,
messed up.
fuck!
How
How stupid, huh?
so stupid and like how devoid of love were all those people. It's so important to love your children. Like that's where it all comes from. This lady, he was doing everybody. Spoiler alert.
Oh, he was over there like the dad even blew him, right?
Yo.
Oh, I gave him a
That's-
hand job.
Yeah.
Dad gave him a handy in broad
Yeah.
daylight.
That's
in
when I
the
stopped kind
car.
of watching it. I was like, who's that retarded? Honestly, like.
Most of people.
His
Like,
face,
a lot of
though,
people.
man.
Or like we all like really. My daughter gonna play that night over there.
I know.
Would
no
you ever let your
fucking
daughter
no.
be in a
No.
room, a closed room
No.
with a grown man?
No.
There's no excuse. And even these people, like the whole Michael Jackson thing, no one needs to be in a shut room with the dude.
There's no.
I don't even
there's
feel
no-
like I'm
Or
not
Elvis, bro.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be.
Or Elvis, bro.
Oh yeah, any of that stuff.
any of that. How
Or-
dumb are you?
Or that dude they got right now, man, from Chicago.
Oh, R. Kelly?
Yeah.
He's all
But
crying
see,
for his life right now.
like the
Oh,
people,
for
this is for
fame.
people who are blinded by fame, and they
Yep.
think like this guy could do no wrong, or they think, oh, they're just so enamored, they're just so overtaken by these.
Or they're on
people.
that payroll.
Yeah, oh, that too.
Star
They're
power,
bought.
man.
They're like, hey, we flew you out here. You guys can go to Disneyland or whatever. We're just gonna hang out over
And
here
they're
at
like,
home.
oh, they're like, it's either this or Wichita.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
And also, it's like, can we just stop interviewing R. Kelly? Why are we still interviewing him? Who gives a fuck?
I missed that.
Ratings,
I
man.
missed that. He did another
just
interview
seen
the
with
snippet.
Gail
Gail.
King, and somebody was
That's
talking about it
Oprah's
today.
homegirl,
Sulu was
right?
talking about it. I missed
Yeah.
it.
That's
Yeah.
Yep.
Oprah's
He
girlfriend?
cried on it. Oprah's girlfriend.
But then made it sound. I haven't watched it, but they made it sound like he stood up and was like screaming or yelling.
He had
I'm
he had a
fighting for my
breakdown.
effing life.
Oh, he was. It wasn't confrontational. It was more.
It
like,
was that and a
He
breakdown.
stood up and said, I believe she was dying.
Calm down, Robert. Hilarious,
I
dude.
believed I used to play. Because she peed.
The first time I ever did a gig for in El Paso, right? It was out of the blue. You know comedians like Joy Medina?
Yeah.
I'm hanging out at the restaurant. He goes, hey man, they need an opener in El Paso. $250. Fuck it. Tell them I'll do it. I've never been anywhere.
This is
So,
early on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
I
money
cut a-
early
I
on.
cut a bus round trip to El Paso,
Ritmo
Greyhound.
rápido? Oh,
And I remember that on the way there, man, there was some guy when everybody was sleeping. He was singing by himself. I believe I can fly.
it's a good song, man. If you listen to it.
It is.
I
They're all
believe-
good songs.
But you know what was funny though? It felt like when I was a young comic. I barely had like 25 minutes, but I was opening. All I needed was 10. So when I was sitting there, man, I had going over my 10 minutes, you know, and chilling there my window on the bus. And when he was singing that song, I thought it was like the opening of my movie, bro.
You just see credits
he was-
rolling?
It
he
gave
was
you
all-
inspiration.
He was all lonely over there. I believe I can fly.
The soundtrack to your life, bro.
And then there was a dude who just came out of prison in the back seat after I believe I can fly got off the bus.
They switch places? Or what?
There was some racist trailer trash fool who just came out of prison, bro. He had a fucking cold sore of death. Like,
Oh,
I've seen him
he went-
before, man.
oh, man.
he went with the dirtiest person he could find,
Ew.
got high, and then like he was in the back by himself, right? And he goes, man. He was talking about I had to fight 2 Mexicans today.
One of them's still on your
And I-
lip.
and I was like, and one like,
One of
man,
them
you're gonna fucking find another one, bro. As soon as you fall asleep. I was thinking to myself, yeah, man, fall asleep, motherfucker. You're gonna find one in your sleep right now. So I went to go punch him, right, and then he was with a bunch of black people though, like trying to get him rally on, but they're all quiet, man. But and then on the way back, I saw the same 4 black dudes that were sitting next to the inmate, bro.
Uh-huh.
And they were told him, "Oh man, we were gonna jump that dude too."
Was this a regular bus or inmate transport?
Greyhound bus.
It sounds like inmate transport.
When you come out of prison, they give you your money that you earn while
Yeah.
in prison, and they give you a Greyhound ticket to go home.
Wow.
That's because you have no family to pick you up.
That's messed
Your
up.
destination.
But-
And then you're just going to end up right back in the system.
You're right about that because at the Greyhound station, there's vultures like me who looking to
Other
get,
hustlers.
to get
yeah.
crack, but I don't have money, so I wait for an inmate to come out of that bus. They wait for them. Like they
Yeah.
come out pale. Hey, homie, you want to go get high? You want to get high real quick?
Ah,
And they have cash. And some of these guys go back to prison the same night.
yeah. They go back. That's
Sad,
what the system's built for.
That's why
Home
Love
is where-
After Lockup is the best show on
Home is
TV.
where
Love
the heart
After
is.
Lockup.
It is.
What? Is that a VH1 show?
No, it's
No, it's one of
We.
Oprah's shows.
It's
We.
We.
It's
That's
gotta
not
watch
Oprah.
that
That's
show.
not Oprah. That's not Oprah.
I was like, wait,
That-
Oprah's
that's the
on.
network.
OWN is her network.
No, it's We now.
We is her.
She might own
Yeah.
my own We.
Trust me.
It might be
We-
under
we-
the
I
umbrella.
had it on. I went to go have a meeting with them,
You gotta look that up because
and they
of
told me
Oprah's.
we're part of Oprah's network.
So what's
Love
up with
After
Love
Lockup.
Love
Oh,
After
Love
Lockup?
After Lockup is.
Oh,
Do
It's
tell.
the fucking best show ever.
It sounds great.
But it's it's
can
these
throw-
people who've hooked up with an inmate, male or female. You know,
pen pal.
it's both sides, male or female. Hooking up with a pen pal online, and thank you.
I got
and
you.
Apparently there are these dating sites where you can go find some sexy pen pals on like a Tinder or whatever
Yeah.
for prisoners,
Oh
right? Or
my.
something. Not Tinder, but you're having an online relationship.
In there.
And then you work up, to a physical meeting, and a lot of them go to a meeting. So anyway, this is basically the show starts with the inmate about to get released, and they go into their past, how long they've been communicating, how visits that they've had in person, dating and all that, dating online. Some of the guys, like this one guy on this one season, he's old and kind of nasty, and but his lady is no, he was not an inmate. But his lady was an inmate.
Oh,
she was a
shit.
drug addict in prison, and she
Fixer upper.
She got him for like $90,000 over 3 years.
Of course she did.
And she had lots of tricks, and she called them tricks. And she was like, she got about $800,000 from different guys over
That's my
the
bitch.
10 years she was in there.
That's a CEO.
See, if I was a woman, and
So
I was
she's
in
about to
prison,
marry
I was doing
this
the same
guy.
thing. I was sending 1,000 letters.
Oh, yeah.
One of it's gonna pop.
Yeah.
I mean, people and it goes back to people being desperate for love.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking for love in the wrong places.
As soon as she comes out of prison, she runs up to him and jumps on top of him and knocks his tooth out.
Yeah, she
The
knocked
only
his
good
his little partial out. Like he
she
had.
really did.
Little
yeah.
chicklet.
Yeah, she's crazy, man. But
His
there's
partial.
But
so
there's this other guy who had another chick.
this one guy, Michael, he has two chicks. He has a woman that he was with, a baby mama, before he went to prison. She stood by his side.
Of course she did.
He married her in prison in
Oh,
a ceremony,
Jesus.
and like in his third year of his prison term, and then he was about to get out, but he proposed to another girl online.
Bigamist.
He's about to get out with his wife now, his wife he married in prison, and raised their child together. She has no idea he has this other fiance. This fiance has no idea that he's with this baby mama, like a wife.
Women thought they were safe dating a man in prison. He's cheating on them too.
Yeah, shocker.
Yeah, he has a Facebook page.
I could have called it
So
for
the-
1,000, Alex.
So this guy lied. Oh, I gotta go see my parole officer. I went to go spend a weekend in Niagara with the other girl.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
filmed.
And he was late for his parole officer to meet his parole officer, and he got dinged, and he got 4 more months.
And then
all,
she,
Back
all
to
for
jail.
some pussy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was late coming back.
I would guess
This
that
is the
more
best show,
women
man.
reach out to dudes in jail than the other way.
Yes. Well,
Serial killers
I don't
get
know.
love notes from women.
yeah.
There are 91% of homicide in the world is from dudes. Women are sending in those letters.
Yeah. Women
You know
are,
what I mean?
Especially Richard Ramirez,
Yeah,
someone
and-
like that.
Again, that's like fame. They're famous,
Yeah,
so they're
if
gonna
they're
get that
famous.
fan mail. It's like.
Yeah,
ugh.
because Ted
Who do they gotta
Bundy.
kill?
You're gonna
Ted
be a
Bundy had
loser.
that
Yeah,
woman
but I
married in
mean,
prison.
I like a man who's good with his hands, but I don't know about a serial killer.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. He better be slicing cucumbers.
Yeah,
You gotta
right.
think twice
Building
before.
houses.
You gotta think twice before you say, "Choke me, pull my hair."
I know, right?
Like, no, wait.
No, wait. I want to
no,
breathe after.
no,
Please don't
no.
cut off my air supply.
We have a friend named Martin Moreno, a.k.a. Martin Moreno.
I was like,
The
what's
singer of
AKA?
Slaughter Before
That
Slaughter.
fool- so that fool, well, backstory. We had him on a podcast. He's an old friend of ours, but he's a comedian also. But he would. You were like, you grew up right. I don't know what kind of genre they have, but in my school they had everything, cholos, mod.
I had that too.
Fucking everything, right? But there was this guy with long hair, stoners.
Yeah.
Right. So they used to go to all the rock concerts. But my friend made up a fake rock band and just called themselves Slaughter, but never played shit.
Yeah.
They even have merch.
No, that's a genius idea.
Yeah, and they
Slaughter's a
would-
great name.
Yeah, and they would be like people at the party would be like, Slaughter's gonna be there, like yeah,
The
and
members
then
of Slaughter.
the members of Slaughter are gonna be there at
They
this
had no
party.
music.
Fuck
all
no.
hype. It
They
was
couldn't
all
even play
hype.
shit.
Yo, hype.
Yeah, it was all
hype
hype.
goes
That
a
was
long
hype.
way.
Hell yeah.
Think about how many people have just lives off of
Imagine
hype.
if Slaughter had an Instagram page back then.
Yo,
They could have just blown
Somebody needs
up.
to make a movie
they could
about
have
Just
that.
hold a
blown up.
guitar.
Yeah.
So right now, the fake band Slaughter is actually gonna play.
They played on Friday, right?
Yeah, so everybody from the podcast went over there. they fucking play like shit probably.
That would make it even better, though. That would make it
The
even better.
documentary of Slaughter, so they're called Slaughter Before Slaughter.
So Eric went to see them. How were they?
How were
30
they?
years
They
fool?
ago.
really played. I saw them fools. Eric is funny. Is he a regular on here?
regular.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
thought it was gonna be the 21st.
So they really played recently?
Yeah, Friday night.
Yo, that is
Funny.
hilarious. Talk about a throwback.
Yeah, man.
But
We should
Martina,
make
I
a
saw-
movie about
I
that, man.
saw-
Because now he's 50,
Yeah, he
you know,
should.
and like doing it.
Then I saw what
For
I
real.
saw
Yes.
a video.
That'd be a
Martin-
great movie.
With
I
energy.
saw a video of Martin with no sound. He looked like he had no energy, bro. It was like he was singing with holding.
Forget how
sock-
hard it is to perform
It
as
wa-
a musician.
Yeah,
It was
and
an
to make it
acoustic
compared to a
set.
comedian.
So
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Like a Beyonce versus
Yeah.
someone just entering. It's two different energies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes like a whole
I
slew
know
of
you ever seen Rod
skill.
Stewart, bro? He's all over the place.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why he's
man.
so
It's
skinny.
like-
He's got like his little legs.
Mick
like
Jagger,
tits.
bro. He's
Pushing
running
80.
man.
Yeah. Mick
That
Jagger's
guy's
like
probably
1,000.
80, right?
Dude, look at
Who?
the story
Rod
on-
Stewart?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, you gotta have that like
He was
je ne
gonna
sais
play
quoi.
in
My cousin,
Laughlin.
they used to work at a record printing place. So they had
Record print.
Yes, record
Boot-
print.
Yeah, what
place.
is that
No,
even
no,
mean? That
they
sounds like
really
a
don't.
cover.
Oh, it was a legit.
They were legit.
company?
They were like
I thought. Oh,
they worked at a
okay.
place where they put the stickers. So
Yeah.
they put on
The
they would
actual
press
label
the
on the
label
thing.
On the
and
first floor.
On the vinyl?
on the
And
vinyls.
the
Yes,
basement was a real job.
vinyl records. So they had all the shit, bro. My cousin had every fucking album in her house. So whenever I would go over there, it would be like fucking Music Plus for me, bro. Except that I could,
Music Plus.
so I could be. I was. It was
The
my
West Coast
it was
thing?
my fucking ice. It was iTunes before iTunes for me, bro.
Sam Goody over here.
Peter Frampton,
Sam Goody.
Led Zeppelin, all that shit, man.
Who was your favorite band growing up?
The Doors.
Nice.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
That just
Try to
cost
set the light
$1,000.
on.
The Doors. That was growing up.
Yeah. Because that was the only thing that was around, you know.
Oh.
I didn't know shit.
I didn't know shit.
And then because we didn't have no rock shirts, but they used to be these chicks. They used to live like 4 blocks down. Like everybody in their house was beautiful, man, except the parents.
Even the parents, or except the
The
parents.
parents looked like they got hit by mules. And they fell off horses.
Mules.
Like, fucked up their hips.
Was that the parents from Abducted in Plain Sight?
You know, people who fly on fucking Spirit, eh? Yeah, so fucking shitty people.
Frontier Air.
That's the worst.
Spirit
So
is the worst.
other chicks, other daughters, bro, were like, they could be Tecate models, bro.
Runaway
God,
Mom.
you say that like that's like
They could
high
be.
quality.
They could be.
Oh, they are.
The top of the
Tecate
future.
models.
I'd rather be a Tabasco model than a Tecate
A
model.
Tapatio girl?
That's
Yeah, I
something to
understand,
aspire
bro.
to.
There was this
Wow.
poster that came out, and the middle chick looked like Lisa.
You might be able to be a Tecate girl one day.
There was
Oh
a
my
Tec-
God,
there
You
really?
could be a
Uh-huh.
Tecate
There
girl.
was this.
That's
There
how
was a
easy it is.
Tecate
The only
poster.
answer to that thing, to somebody saying you could be a Tecate girl, is for reals.
Yeah. Or
On the
have you thought
producer's
about
couch?
getting into porn?
Right now, they'll fall for that shit.
I have no father.
You
Oh
could-
yeah, you could have like a fake Instagram page where you just show
I'll
your
get a
boobs
bunch of.
Oh,
or whatever.
You get a
and-
Thirst
bunch of
trapping.
Yeah.
thick ass chicks. Because you're gonna be the 40-ouncer chicks.
Thick ass chicks.
You're gonna be the 8-ball malt liquor 40-ouncer ladies.
40-ouncer.
That's old
Yo,
right
you
there.
laugh, but I guarantee if we went on our phones, we could find something very equivalent to the 40-ounce chicks.
That's my Mickey's girl.
Yo, that is
Mickey's
Colt
Big
45.
mouth.
Colt
Yeah,
45.
the
mouth.
grenade,
It could
right?
be 45 of them, and they're all over 45.
This bitch look like she went for Schlitz malt liquor.
Hey, back
Here
to
comes
that.
the Schlitz malt liquor
Or the
girl.
bulls.
The Boom's 12.
So what's up with those girls though?
What?
Yeah,
The
those girls,
t-shirts.
your
Yeah,
neighbors,
sorry.
with the rock shirt.
Oh,
Yeah.
so those chicks, bro, they must have all had hot boyfriends that took them places already.
Places.
The night of the town.
Their whole fucking everybody had a laundry, had a washing machine, but you had to dry outside. You
On the
like
line?
with
Right,
the
right.
clothespins. So these chicks would put up all their shirts, bro, to dry. The Doors, Led Zeppelin, Ozzy Osbourne, Black Sabbath. Fuck,
Slaughter.
We'll go over there, bro. And
Slaughter.
we'll run by them, bro, and go choke, and run with them, bro.
You take
We'll
them.
take their shirts. Tight ass shirt. I'm wearing a
That's
tight
a
ass
girl's
Doors shirt,
shirt.
dog. Nobody knows.
The Tecate
Nobody
12.
knows.
No, but now they know.
They never saw you, never caught you in them?
They called me because my friend, not to say that he was his fault, but my friend, Baby James, was a black dude that fool wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt. And everybody was going, nah, they knew what these guys did.
So with Jimi Hendrix wearing that Zeppelin shirt.
I'm surprised they weren't all like cut up, like the neck cut up,
All
or
80s
like
style?
open, or fringe at the bottom.
You
or
gotta
something,
jack it up
But
a little bit.
They were called, they had a brother named Carlos Figueroa, and my friend, one of our friends, I don't know if he's live, Raul
Raul.
Vasquez can verify me, bro.
Sometimes rolls on there.
A little blue dot.
Yeah, man, and like the brother would always fight everybody. Bro. Stop staring at my sister. Stop staring at my sister every day.
Somebody got to pipe him.
There you go.
There you go. The 1960 references.
Pipe.
Hey, bro.
Gotta pipe these broads.
What are you gonna give?
Pipe these broads.
What's older than piping?
We're gonna smack these
I'm gonna lay
dames.
down the law.
Yeah, we're gonna handle these
I'll give him a
scallywags.
nice stiff one.
No, I'm gonna give her the old hammer. The old salchicha. That's the
That's like
worst.
the 80s. That's like Italians
What's
in the
the
80s.
worst
Yeah,
thing you ever heard from a man after a show or before a show? Bold.
It's like, along the lines of I never thought broads were funny. Broads,
He says broad. I don't know why.
But I
A
mean,
lot of Ronnie Dangerfield movies.
that's very, like, it's a very 80s
Hey.
Italian thing. Broads, with chickens.
Broad East Coast thing too.
Yeah,
Right?
it's an East Coast thing for sure. But I don't know, chicks could be funny. Just like stuff like that.
broads.
Yeah.
Give him some broads, bro. And like.
Ready to go to a broad in the cage. Fast dice, huh? Quick dice.
Going Cocoa broads.
Bro, we get the fucking broads in the gauge. You know what I'm saying? Doing dice, man, and shit.
Yeah, that's funny.
Ta 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 ta.
So where are you originally from?
Syracuse, New York.
Oh,
Syracuse.
okay.
Yeah.
We've been there, right?
Yeah,
The
dude.
Mike Epps?
Yeah, dude.
Where'd you go? Funny Bone?
No, it was
a
I think
theater.
it was right there by in Syracuse. Right there, it was like the big old auditorium.
Yeah.
It was like
Oh,
the
nice,
arena.
nice, nice. Yeah, like the War Memorial or maybe the.
I think so. It was the Festival of Laughs tour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice,
About a year ago.
nice. Yeah, we grub for sure. We're known for food and meth, maybe a little incest.
Even
Judging.
like Speed's big out there too.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah.
We did the
Syracuse.
club there in Syracuse, right?
No,
we did in Rochester.
Yeah, Rochester. Where else?
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Some people came from Syracuse.
Yeah,
yeah,
to
yeah.
Rochester.
I love
Buffalo.
growing up there. It was great.
I flew out of Syracuse. Me and Finesse Mitchell, we did an army base like 2 hours.
Fort
north.
Drum.
Yes.
Yep.
You been there?
Oh, I used to drive by there every summer because we used to spend our summers on Pleasant Lake, which was like 40 miles from there. We go right by Fort Drum. It's in the middle of nowhere. They got nothing going on. I don't even know if they shoot off cannons or anything fun there. I don't know what they're doing.
There's nothing there.
There's a McDonald's right there. There's a McDonald's and a Walmart.
I remember like we left early, and then one of the army guy was driving us back to the Syracuse, and I asked him, "Do you think we're gonna make it?"
Yeah, was it in the blizzard?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
blizzard.
it was a blizzard.
always
going
a
on,
blizzard.
yeah.
We're the only car on the road.
It was like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Too.
5 in the morning, and then like the guy's talking, and he's telling Finesse Mitchell, showing his mixtape while he's talking.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
Well, he's driving
me
in a
on,
storm.
dog.
Storm. He's
funny.
normal to him, just leaning back.
No.
And then laughing, and I'm like, it was one of the moments, Jesse, when you're guiding the car with your eyes, like,
Get back
if
over.
if I move
the
to the left, we
worst.
might crash.
That's the worst when you're not driving a vehicle and whoever's driving is terrible.
We pull over to the side, and then we see one of those snow plows passing by, and I knew there was a Christ.
Following them out.
There was no other way, dude.
So Christ sent the snowplow.
Christ sent the snowplow. He knew you need. You
Baby
called
Jesus.
him.
Christ helps, God punishes.
Is that a Catholic thing?
No, just
I
made
think
that.
it's
It
a
should
Felipe thing.
It should be.
Felipe
People
thing.
said I just made that up.
Yeah.
Right when because then if Fear Losey when
But they're the same.
when what's the name lost the coke? Who did it, bro? Who lost the coke?
Was it
You
the
know-
Brown Buffalo?
Yeah, remember when they lose the coke? What did he say? You know who did this to us? God did
God.
this to us.
Oh yeah, he's all blaming him. That's when he had like what little
Jesus Christ, you always say when you're surprised, like something like, whoa, Jesus Christ. You Catholic?
No, I'm nothing.
Not anymore? You didn't grow up
I was
Catholic?
raised Protestant. My family and I, we used to go to church until I was like 8, but then my parents split up, and then God was just like,
piece of the family.
yo, your family ain't together. I'm out the door. Yeah, we just stopped going, and I never adhered to any religion. I mean, I believe in some. I believe that there's a spirituality amongst us, maybe some sort of common conscience, but I don't know beyond that. I
People
don't
get
know.
offended, man. Like, I want people, because today's Ash Wednesday, for everybody who don't know.
Oh, it is?
Oh yeah.
So I put a video. Today I know it's raining, and the lines were on the block at church, to get that ash. I'll be selling bootleg ashes today. And I got some ashes from my weed.
some
And I
weed.
would put it
Yeah.
on my forehead.
A Hash Wednesday.
Hash Wednesday. There you
Yeah,
go.
there
Hell
you
yeah.
go. That's good. I like that. Are you religious? Were you raised?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We used to go to church too many times, man. Like
A couple times a
it
week.
never helped. but we did get the benefits, like the benefit that you're supposed to get from
The
church.
benefits are community, really,
Yeah.
I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, but go ahead. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I was.
What church
No,
did
you go
guys-
ahead.
What did you guys get at your church?
We got nothing because we bounced around from church to church, so we didn't
Church
really develop
hoppers.
that community. sense
You
of
did a
Really
community.
church pub crawl?
Yeah.
While we're drinking the blood of Christ.
No,
Let's go
just
to
like
the
we
next one.
moved. We moved a lot, so we were in different places and never really set down roots.
Was your family in the military?
No.
Oh.
We
Y'all
were
just on the
we were
WPP?
we were poor as fuck, and we would travel when my dad was with us.
you
We
were
would
like
move for
First
his job
Adventist?
Wow.
for to find construction work around the country.
Wow, that
What's
must have
that?
been
First
crazy.
Adventist?
Seventh-day Adventist
Seventh-day
is what my
Adventist.
mom raised us
Oh,
as.
really?
And that's why we were vegetarian. We were
Yeah,
vegan.
they're vegetarian and vegan.
But
Wow.
but that's the way she raised us at first, and then we started going to different churches when we got older. But we just bounced around a
Yeah.
lot.
That's pretty much the
just
best
city
religion
to city. So
as far as health wise goes for humans.
That's why.
it's a little cultish. I mean, they're all a little
Right.
cultish, but that's what I was about to say. Like every
Yeah.
time I see the ashes on Ash Wednesday, I feel a little strange
I
seeing
was-
it. It feels very
I must be-
cultish
Yeah,
to
it
me.
is a little bit.
Must be feel weird, like to especially living.
It's like I'm in a movie with people
Like-
with an A on their
Yeah,
sweater,
like
on their shirt,
Or all wearing
whatever,
red.
or all
Hare
yeah.
Krishnas.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
like you live in New York City, man, and that subway must be filled with people for the crosses.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like you're
everywhere.
sitting there with
It's
your,
everywhere.
Your lonely Jew in there.
A lonely Jew.
But you'll go to
That'd
to
be
a
a great
meeting.
play, The Lonely Jew.
Yeah.
On Broadway, that
That'd
would
be
be
funny.
great.
Well, that's
yeah.
A
like
lonely Jew on Ash Wednesday.
Well, that's kind of like
Muzzle
the
musical.
South Park. I'm a Jew, a lonely Jew on Christmas.
Oh, that
you
is
know, during the Christmas
hilarious.
episode. Yeah,
That's funny.
but yeah, he's
Yeah, I mean, religion, I guess, is good if you know,
If they help you.
if it helps you.
we
But
got-
once you start pushing it on people, that's like, all right,
yeah.
I don't need. There used to be this chick. What's the religion where they have to wear skirts? The women all have to wear skirts.
Well, apostolic people
Yes.
are
Mennonites.
where
I think
well,
yes.
Well, those people are almost like Amish.
Mennonites.
Mennonites
my God,
or German
with a full
Baptists.
beard. No, I think it
Yeah.
was yeah.
Yeah, Mennonites could keep to themselves.
Yeah,
Amish.
Yeah,
Pentecostal
it's a branch of
and
Amish. I think it was-
apostolic Pentecostal.
that's
Those
what it
are wearing the
was.
skirts usually. Like
She used to bring her Bible into the
Yeah, that's
lunch,
probably
into the break
Pentecostal.
room at H&M. I'm like, bitch, we are folding socks. You think you're gonna bring some salvation? I am eating some busted ass burrito because I'm broke as fuck, and you bringing a Bible in here right now? I need Benjamins, bitch, not a Bible.
Damn.
You know, just with a skirt on and telling me you need to repent. You're not living your life for Jesus. I'm like,
Whoa.
bitch, I'll go out on Friday and
those are the ones
repent.
that they speak in tongues, which are not really speaking in tongues the way the Bible meant that. Like
Yeah.
speaking in different religions automatically that you
Basically
never knew
making
before.
shit up.
But they're
Right.
talking gibberish.
The law.
Oh yeah,
yeah, really? Feel the Lord, brother.
It's just a lot of that preys on people who are weak and vulnerable and sad and need some direction, and then they
yeah.
snatch your money up like that evangelical BS. Evangelical. What is it?
Yeah,
Evangelical.
right.
Jerry Falwell Jr. now.
Yeah.
Making up these fake church camps.
Yes, that's creepy. That's creepy.
What's an incentive for power? You start your own church, tax free. You
Yeah.
get followers. You get money.
Amen.
Drive that big Cadillac. You know, get that big
Hallelujah.
house.
Ton of money.
You got to figure it out. You know.
You really do. Who was it? Joel Osteen.
Oh my God.
Got like a $10 million house in Dallas. Didn't
What's
didn't help anybody during the floods.
Is it like what's known as mega churches?
Yeah.
Yep. They're like
Where
superstars.
You're watching the pastor on a jumbotron in some cases.
That's like
It's a
Franklin
concert.
shit.
Yeah,
It's
like
a
a-
concert.
exactly, yeah.
You know they're getting their dick sucked. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says. No one's in that
after
for
the high of
Christ.
coming off of there,
Yeah,
off stage, like,
exactly.
whew,
But
you know, something.
the people must feel overwhelmed when they come
Yeah.
up. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm
Powerful.
invincible. You
They're
go back to
almost godlike.
you go back to your little hovel.
Yeah.
I'm living in a fucking hovel. Danny Allen. That's a trip with that shit.
But,
Man.
It is a trip.
but if you're good at it, man, like you can get people rally up, man.
Yeah.
It's just like doing stand up. They're all they're just not funny.
You're preaching.
Well,
pretty
sometimes
much.
call him and see him be on stage. I don't know what the hell he's saying, bro, but everybody's listening, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's energy.
And they buy everything at the
It's,
end of the show.
you know,
Yep.
kind of like, you know,
They buy the show at the end of the
the
show.
whole thing of like rallying the troops,
Yeah.
dude. You know.
It is. It's just how you. It's just control, and you can do that with any sort of device or medium.
Yeah.
Same shit with mediums. They're out there. They come out there like a John, a Jim, a Jack, a John. I mean, eventually they're gonna get it.
Yeah.
They go through the whole fucking alphabet.
See a
They go through every
Sam
damn
in
name.
your life.
Tim, Tom, Mary, Joe. Yeah, Uncle Joe. Yeah, Joe. Do you like pizza? Yeah. No. Go figure. He's Italian. Of course he likes pizza.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like pizza?
Who doesn't like pizza?
Yeah, I get a lot of taco sauces showing up on my.
On your feed?
Have you ever had like a psychic reading or anything by a medium done?
We have
Here.
Well, we had Karen Montowski in here. She's
How
a
was
comic,
it?
but she does like tarot cards. She read our cards.
It was very trippy.
It was
man.
Was it?
interesting.
Yeah.
Why? Like, was it accurate or
Yeah.
like?
There were some accurate things that, you know, and she wasn't like reading us. She's reading the card and saying what
Ah.
that could mean. It could mean this or this, and then you kind of, you know, mine your thoughts
Yeah,
for
it
things.
was
that not- yeah.
it was really trippy.
That's wild.
Yeah, she's great. She does readings all the time. I think she does readings on Twitter for people. Like,
Really?
Oh, yeah, over the internet.
Get
she's,
that
she's
money,
a funny
girl.
comic too. She's great.
You need help? Call Miss Cleo. You remember Miss Cleo?
What happened to Cleo?
I read I read
Tax
stretch
got her.
marks.
Cleo at?
You
I
do
read
what?
stretch marks on women's butts.
Like these days?
What women are these?
I mean, like too much salt. No,
My mind is
3
blown.
kids.
I reached.
I used to.
Is this before or after Hash Wednesday?
Hash Wednesday.
Is it? Do you provide a double service? Like you come get hashed, and then you read their stretch marks. That is hilarious. You need like a small storefront on Melrose.
Wait, see, speaking of storefront, somebody stay on Instagram. There's a priest that's doing drive-through ashes.
Yeah, they
Shut
I
up.
forget what city they said it was.
Shut the front door and lock it. Call ADT.
Vegas?
That's some bullshit.
No, I'm not making shit up.
Is he charging?
He has to. You know what's funny? I thought, somebody asked me, bro, do you do deliveries? Yeah, bro. I got Postmates showing up, bro, stamping them for me now.
No.
Charging $7. But did you pass by a Catholic church on the way here?
In the morning, yeah.
How packed was it?
It was packed. There was a line outside, and there was a lot of people outside.
Hey, that should not pack on Sunday or during the week, huh?
Oh, nah.
Yeah.
Sunday is probably the most. But right now it's a super popular.
Did your father ever give up Lent or give up something for Lent?
Yeah.
Your father Catholic?
Yeah, he'll give up meat for like 40 days, or sometimes he'll give up drinking, stuff like that. I always had a little something that would give up. Like, what are you going to give up?
For 40 days, right?
Yeah.
My dad just gave up us for 4 days. He just left. I'm just kidding.
I
Just
was
kidding.
like, damn, that's
You're like, damn, that's cold.
cold as hell.
My father would get fucked and he'll get sober for the only time he'll be sober. But I'm like getting closer to Easter, like on Sunday, he'd be fucked up. Bro.
He's
Like,
super
fucked
indulged.
up, bro. Fuck up Easter for us.
He was in nice fucked up, or he was like mean fucked up?
Mean, he was mean fucked up because by that time all his friends are gone. It's just us, so it's boring, dog.
He fucked up Easter for us. We can't find eggs. We have to find Dad. We can no longer look for
God.
Easter eggs.
We're going to look for other people's eggs.
They say Windsor is where the drive-through is.
Windsor, Canada.
Oh, in Canada?
Yeah.
Does
This
it
guy's
say if they're
hard-
charging?
Give you
Doesn't say.
your ashes, eh?
This guy's all about
A
God
little
on
priest
his
with dirty
page.
shoes in Canada, huh?
I wonder if he's charging. If it's like if he has a swipe. Can you imagine you swipe for some drive-through ashes? Also, where's he getting those ashes? How sanitary are they? They could be from his ashtray in his car or
Yeah,
some shit.
I wonder where do they come from? Is it from like sage or something?
Palm.
I thought it was Palm.
Yeah,
Sunday.
right.
Yeah.
Palm Sunday and all that. I'm like, I don't even know. Huh?
So
Bad
today
Catholic.
starts
It's a lot of information.
it's weird how the Ash Wednesday connects with Fat Tuesday. Like yesterday was
Right.
showing your penis and your boobs for beads, and today's Ash Wednesday.
And this, you
For some
atone the
plastic
rest of
beads.
the month, I guess.
Your tone, huh?
Yeah.
Basically.
That
It's
was Taco
balance.
Tuesday.
You know, it's all about balance and balancing it. You can
That's
flash
another
your
way
dick.
to control people. Okay, you're gonna be okay. This go get fucked up. These 40. Don't get
It's
fucked
like
up.
the purge,
Yeah.
It is.
basically.
That's a good point. Like you
Yeah.
you set up these parameters and people feel like it's a part of a bigger picture, so they adhere to it. And the more control and like instructions you give a person, they're gonna follow more. The world is full of leader and followers. That's it. There's no middle.
I
That's
know.
it.
They made up holidays for a reason, bro.
Yep.
Fools won't get crazy.
Yeah.
And you
probably
took away,
right.
took away all the holidays, took away all birthdays. Fools will be sad, dog. Oh man, no, bro. They're gonna no more fucking birthdays ever again. No more. You sing that fucking song, they hang you. They'll change it to "Good Morning to You," the original song.
I I love how there's like different versions of the birthday song. Like literally, like most White Houses, it's the most depressing song ever.
It's just boring.
It's just one. Jessica Kirsten has a great bit about that, about the birthday song, and how different it is between like white families, black families, and like multicultural families.
Yeah, because you guys always do cha cha cha. You throw that in.
What is it?
We can sing "Happy Birthday to You."
Cha cha cha.
Yeah, I've never done
He
that.
dropped the
You never
ball.
did that?
He
No.
passed it to
Yeah,
you.
your whole family
Even
does
somebody
that.
loaded, bro.
Dalila's family,
Somebody
everybody.
all loaded, dog.
Cha cha cha.
That comes from somebody
Teach it
being
to
loaded,
us.
like "Happy Birthday to you." This is somebody with a beard going cha cha cha.
Yeah, cha cha cha. Yeah.
No, never.
Yeah, everybody that
And then
I've
in our family, we get your head and we push it to put your head on the cake.
No.
Fuck up the whole cake.
Sounds like The Sopranos. Holy hell. Do you really do that?
Yeah,
Shut up.
it's tradition, right, Lisa?
yeah, and then the kids want to pick out their cake for the smashing, like separate from the big cake. Like I don't want to mess
Wow.
up my cake,
That's
but they know they're
fun.
gonna get smashed. Juan Carlos's stepdaughter was asking for that. Like she wanted to pick her
Bro,
smash cake.
To be
What are you
honest,
talking
we
about?
never
Smash
did,
cake?
To be honest, we never did that in my house because
Yeah.
man, we had a shitty ass.
Yeah,
cake,
you would have
man.
gotten beaten.
We only had
for
one cake.
doing
Yeah,
that.
we didn't
Yeah,
fuck
I
it
mean,
up.
y'all got
Yeah.
face cake
Yeah.
and regular
Yeah.
cake.
Man, you'll die, man. You should have put your head on the
I
little
know.
Duncan Hines cake.
Don't
Your
care.
So
mom worked
thin.
on.
Yeah, it's like this.
She had to decide whether to use the butter for tortilla for the cake.
Thick ass icing, man.
I never thought those were the options my mom had growing up. We didn't have shit. Butter to make a bunch of tortillas, or no, butter to make a cake, or butter to toast and make eggs.
Yeah.
Nah, we're gonna eat eggs, so fuck that cake.
Would you smash your
That was,
face
Tortilla
with the
cake.
eggs?
that was their answer
Breakfast
for it.
eggs.
Never mind.
Did you start comedy in the East Coast or out here?
I started in the East Coast. I started in Boston for a few years, and then I
Where
was
at?
in New York for about 10. I lived in Alston and Boston, and then I did the Broke Girl Circle in New York, all around Manhattan. I was like Brooklyn, Jersey, Harlem. I just went around the island, the BGC, Broke Girl Circle. Yeah, but I was in New York for about 10 years. I've been out here for about 5.
What was your first show you were on?
First show I was on was in Boston. It's a place called the Cantab Lounge. They had underneath the lounge up top, they had this like little dungeon room called the Third Rail, and they did comedy down there. And I had taken like a writing course for like 6 months, preparing 5 minutes. Which honestly, when you think about it, if you're working on like a late night set,
Yeah,
it could take around that time to tighten that up.
yeah.
So yeah, I did 5 minutes. I have it on tape.
Your first set ever?
Oh God, it's like literally watching your own car crash. It's like watching just you die a slow death. It was okay, but it's all hacky shit, you know.
It's brutal watching yourself.
It
I
is.
watched myself going, wow, I wonder who told me to keep going.
Somebody in the back.
Exactly. Yeah. Who told me to keep
4
going?
minutes.
That
So-
voice, that like overconfidence you have when you start.
You just hear from people, you know, like I remember I was at this show called the Comedy Shootout.
Bang.
Was it in Chicago?
Right here and across the street from the Hermosa Comedy Club.
Wow.
The Comedy Magic is called. It was called the Skylight Inn. No, what's it called?
Oh, the one that what's his face was talking about, or you and Deborah were talking
Yeah.
about. I can't
And
remember.
one of those
Skylight
one of
something.
those lights they have in the beaches. What's it called?
The skylight. I mean,
The
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse. It was called the
yeah,
Lighthouse.
lighthouse.
The lighthouse, and they had a little meter that were like people clap for you, and the meter will read it. So you're standing there with 3 other comedians to see who was the best.
Oh wow.
Usually the unfunniest guy with the most friends will win.
Oh, the Bringers, dude.
The Bringers.
It's my crowd, bro.
Funniest guy with the most friends. That's
So
hilarious.
one time it was me and a bunch of comics, and this chubby man, he passes by me about to go to the bathroom, take a shit probably. He points at me, he goes, "There's no doubt in my mind." And I knew it, bro. That's probably what kept me going.
I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking
that
die,
little
dog.
taste of fame. That guy liked you
He
best.
goes, "There's no doubt in my mind."
There's always a little fan, dog, that gives you a little pat on the
He was
back.
one of
From a
those
dude.
dudes-
dude running to
he
take
had
a
a hard
shit.
stomach, bro. Hard
Yeah.
stomach, tucked in. He had the mustache like fucking Roosevelt and shit. Theodore Roosevelt.
Figuring.
Same hair.
There's no
The hat,
doubt in my
huh?
mind.
A shirt, a tight ass shirt that says fucking Laguna.
And he goes in the bathroom just. unleashes the demon.
You know they're taking a shit instead over here clapping for me. Eh?
I'm clapping in here.
Did you win? Nah, I got the pizza. Oh, next time, eh?
It's like that ego. Like you have that like extra ego when you start. I got this.
I got this. There's no doubt in my mind.
In your head, you got to think you're funny. You know.
You do.
No matter, even if you suck.
You
know?
do. You do. The ones who keep going have that, I think.
What was your first TV credit?
It was True TV. It was a hidden camera show where I was hired to play it real. So I had to like pretend I was this woman who was getting basically getting court order for like having back like tickets owed.
Yeah.
I forget what it was called, but my segment was called Hold the Mayo because I ended up
I know that
throwing
show.
all my stuff at the guy out the window.
It was a show when you go pay traffic tickets,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I thought that show was real.
That's what.
It's called True TV.
So it was all fake?
It was all fake.
Because then there was another show that I thought was real too, but they was too stupid because they put the big fat black dude out of a 2-story parking garage. It was Repo Miami.
Yeah, it was similar to that, but this one was
My 600-pound life.
it was different. I forget what it was called. My segment was called Hold the Mayo. And
I
I
remember
ended up
that show.
throwing all my food items at the dude, the officer. And I threw a whole tire at him and a traffic cone. I was like, where's the limit? They're like, just throw shit at him. I'm like, all right.
Damn.
Wow.
It was, yeah. But I was so
You
proud.
did World's Dumbest too?
I didn't do World's Dumbest. After that, then I did Tyra Banks' show. That was like around the same time. It was like the same week, actually. I was guest on the side. I was like, I was supposed to be like the funny chick. And I was. Like, I actually did really well. And then I got fired because I don't know why. Like, I had 2 or 3 appearances. And then they're like, all right, we're good. I don't know what it was. I have no idea.
I think she told people I was really pushing for you.
Yeah. You know what? I think she did say that to me. She did say that to me. Are you friends with Tyra?
That's funny because she would tell that to everybody when she had that show and they would lose.
Yeah.
Remember, Lisa?
Yeah.
That son of a bitch.
She had
What'd
a
you
break.
say?
No, she had a breakdown about that one girl because she was mad at her.
What did she say?
She just said, "We were pushing for you. We all believed in you," and she was all mad.
She had the dramatic breakdown.
yeah, she was like, "I'm disappointed." It was sort of I'm disappointed in you, sort of speech.
I feel like I had the same
Everybody was
speech
crying.
in the green room. I remember I had to interview these couples that would be furries. You know furries?
Oh yeah,
toys?
But they
They
dress
dr-
No,
up
they're-
in the
they're
full
all-
size.
There's a whole like
they'll dress-
community of them, right? They have conventions and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, they dress up like
Oh.
characters, like Sonic the Hedgehog or just like a pig, and then they
like the whole
whole
single
suit, like a
adult size
big-ass teddy
you
bear.
know,
Like a
yeah,
onesie.
teddy
I
bear
saw a
or whatever.
guy-
and they
onesie.
bone.
I saw a guy
Mean
in
ones.
Sonic that was wearing
So they always leave that part out. They bone.
They bone
there was a
You
guy in
saw-
Oh, they
Sonic.
link up.
or
right?
dry hump.
There was a guy who worked at Sonic that was probably going to one of those because he was wearing
Sonic burgers.
yeah, Sonic burgers. He was wearing just the fucking Cookie Monster pants while he was working there. What the fuck?
Just
bro?
the bottoms. Yo,
Those
that's
could-
even
those could,
freakier.
those
Gotta
could
get
be
to it.
rave pants, though.
They
You
could
know,
be.
Yeah.
like they wear
Yeah.
that.
They
Sort of
look
stuff,
exactly like
those
Cookie Monster pants.
EDM
Or just his
things.
Saturday shorts, you know?
Pacifier and a glow stick.
Yeah.
Why we gotta judge? Yeah, that's. I mean, people. They're. You know, they're whatever they like can be kinky, man. People's
Hell yeah.
fetishes. I mean, I don't know if that's a fetish. That seems like maybe you were just babysat by your stuffed animals because your parents weren't around. Again, it goes back to the lack of love.
Yeah, it's
All
weird.
this
Go
shit.
back to something, man.
It
Weird
does.
ass shit, man.
Weird ass shit. You want? I mean,
Borderline creepy. Shit.
can you imagine if your girl was like, you know, I want you to dress up like Snuffleupagus and fuck me. You know what I mean? Like, that's just bizarre.
That's like when George Carlin would have that joke that about the dude that slaughtered his family, and he goes, "Okay, he's crazy." But there's the other guy who killed a person with a dildo dressed up like a bunny. That's insane.
Yeah, it's true.
Because if you dress up like somebody to do something real bad, it just makes you fucking crazy.
That's
man.
next
Yeah.
level stuff.
That is next level. There's layers to that. That's a layered murder right there.
That would get somebody, bro. If you're gonna go there and shoot people, bro, don't go in that Bill Cosby costume, bro.
Do it as a
Take off
Easter
that
bunny.
sweater.
Yes, don't go in a costume. Just go as yourself.
Sweater.
Don't dress up like the Grim Reaper. It's creepy.
Take off the Tiger Belly podcast T-shirt, bro.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
I would look for something.
That'd be terrible. That'd just be terrible.
Like Kevin Spacey and like The Usual Suspects, right?
What's up, fool, bro?
What up, dog?
Were you friend with Brody? You know him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We weren't close, but we spoke, and I always loved talking to him whenever I saw him. He was always positive.
I
and
didn't know
fun.
you did. I saw you did podcast, bro. The last week.
Yeah, the week before that. He was super cool. We met him here, like at the studios, you know, passing. And then he did the What's Up Full podcast, but he was all super chill. Like I never knew him until we come into the studio.
Lisa
Yeah.
said she saw Brody Stevens do warm ups. He said he knew everybody.
He knew
Yeah,
everybody.
before I knew Felipe, when I was married and everything, when we first moved to LA, I didn't have anything to do, and I signed up for a bunch of like audience. You could go to like
Watch
free
the show
tapings,
live.
yeah, to watch
be
the
the
show live.
audience.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
like
best
Comedy
about
Central
LA.
shows. But Comedy Central was taping a bunch of shows over near where Estrella TV is now, you know, over in Burbank. And they were just shooting one after the other. So I went and saw like 3 different tapings, and then I came back again. Brody was the warm-up guy 2 times. He knew he would do crowd work, and a lot of the people were locals. And he'd ask where they went to high school, and he would know who their coach was, who their science teacher was, whatever.
Wow.
And it was almost like he was doing parlor tricks, and then he would do material in between there. But I thought it was funny and just different, so different, like, you know, weird. And I always liked weird comics.
Yeah, he
He
always
seems
stood out in that
unique.
weird Andy Kaufman-ish
Yeah,
type.
yeah.
Like
He
not
took
afraid
risks.
to be, makes people uncomfortable, you know, when he would
Yeah.
make a joke or whatever.
And he walked outside the line of where most comedians dance within.
Yeah.
He brought that like cosmic shit to the craft. I think he you know, I mean, he'd go out in the audience. Most comedians wouldn't think twice about stepping off that stage. Most comedians only want the stage and the mic. Brody was like, he lived outside of that realm. And I think he did comedy comedians wish they could get away with. At least for me, like, that's the one takeaway. He was an artist. He really was. He expanded every time.
I saw he would perform to a crowd of 200 people, like if there were just 2 of them.
Yep.
Like, it'll be
Yes.
personal for them.
Yes.
Because that's what happens, bro. When you work a lot of a lot of bars, a lot of shitty rooms where there's only 5 people there, you gotta fucking work it for those 5
Yes,
people,
you
bro.
do.
And that's what I will see Brody Stevens do. Even if the crowd was like, people will say, it's an easy crowd. Somehow that fool make it difficult for himself.
Well, kind of in
And that
a,
was funny.
Yeah.
He set him like getting out of a trap.
Because if you
Yeah.
fucking if you get it, you're getting it, you know?
kind of like the Brian Holtzman
And
thing.
Norm Macdonald, too.
Norm Macdonald, like a kind of a weird.
Brian Holtzman, like, if you get
Yeah.
it from the beginning, you're going to get it.
Yeah, if you get it from the beginning, you're
Like,
gonna
if you walk
stick
into
with
Norm
him.
Macdonald in the middle, you're going to be, who is this guy? But if you saw,
God, I love
saw
him.
from the beginning of the fucking show, you know
Yeah.
what these comedians are talking about.
He's so fun to watch. Norm Macdonald he's like a dessert for me.
Yeah.
He's just so unique. I remember one of the last times I saw Brody, we were doing a show at the Dynasty Typewriter. It was with Anthony Jeselnik.
At the what?
Dynasty Typewriter. It's a cool spot. Opened up like I think about a year ago.
Like
Jamie
Hollywood
Flam's
or
place.
something, right?
Yeah, Jamie Flam used to work at
Where's it at?
Improv.
in Hollywood.
Yep. It's a cool theater. You should check it out.
Do they have a bunch of them or just one?
Just one. And it was Cheeto Santino, Anthony Jeselnik, myself, and Brody. And he was talking about that. He was actually talking about his anxiety with larger crowds and how much he prefers a smaller room. In the Dynasty Typewriter, you know, we probably had like 100 some odd people. He was talking about his anxiety with that and how much he loves to have the small room and how that he feels like it's just like, you know, a safer space for him to perform the way he wants to perform, you know? So that's interesting that you say that because that was one of the last conversations we had.
Because I always thought that, like, I don't know when you perform on your Thursday show, if you do have a Thursday show,
Yeah.
that show becomes your goof off show.
Yeah.
And like
On the
you come
weekends?
out with like, you know, I don't gotta try material. I got Thursdays.
Yes. Oh my
And
God.
Sunday too.
Yeah.
It's fucking fun.
It's so, those are my favorite shows. It's so funny. And in those moments when you're just fucking around, then you get the tags.
Yeah.
Then you get the extra lines. Then you're like, oh, that's what should go with that joke. Do you feel
Yeah.
that? Like you can sort of mold your jokes a little bit better?
And the audience knows it too, man. They're all
Yeah.
into it.
That's funny. I thought I was the only one.
Sometimes I perform to a Thursday crowd, there's only 45 people there.
Yeah.
But I'm giving them 100.
Yeah,
man.
you are.
I fool the audience, but I convince them they're there for the second show. They don't know.
You make them think that there's an extra 300 people in the room. Like,
Yeah.
y'all can't see, but there's 1,000 people here.
I remember there used to be a comedian named, I forgot his fucking name, Frank Manzano. And he'll do a joke. And then, like, he'll be like, he goes, right now, in another part of the earth, there's a crowd of 300 people. And they're laughing their ass off. And I'm responsible for it right now. After a bad joke, and they'll do another bad joke, and they'll stay quiet and go, I'm getting an applause break on the other side of the earth. And then fucking, he gets the crowd going again, man. Like, cause they kind of, somehow, he stepped them into his world.
Yeah.
That's what Brody and
That's
some
the key.
good comics could do.
That's the key. That is the key to comedy right there is the moment you step on stage, you're bringing them in. And honestly, like, I feel, I don't know about you, but when you step on stage, I feel like people decide in 5 seconds. Either the crowd's got it or you got it. From the walk from wherever to that microphone, that energy is it's so delicate. And bringing them into your world is the key. It really is.
I've noticed that too, because I've noticed that even like I've been doing it for like 20 years, but sometimes when I know I had to the audience, it looked like a fucking awesome set.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm thinking, nah, motherfucker, those fucking 5 minutes, those were rough.
Yes.
Those first ones, when
Yep.
you fucking open up with that bullshit.
Yep. And trying to find your momentum.
When you didn't find the right angle to stand in a fucking
Yes.
Ontario Improv.
You're digging your toes into your shoes.
Yeah, you're just trying to like settle into a new suit or a new pair of
Yes.
shoes. You're like, this shit doesn't
They're
fit
still
right.
squeaking.
Yeah.
They're stiff. They smell fresh. You're trying to like get your funk on it.
And also, like, people say, oh, I could kill anywhere. Yeah, you can kill anywhere.
Okay.
But can you kill with a green room that's next to the DJ and they have to perform? Can you walk to
Is that the Bellevue Parlor Live?
No, that was it?
You know, they open the door and you hear the DJ in the
Yeah,
back
yeah,
of the room.
Yeah, well, that was it, huh?
Because it
Bellevue
starts. They
Park
started
Live?
during the first show.
Yes. And
That's
and
right.
It literally, and then you're like, for the punchline, and it's like, you know, work.
And then the DJ's having a butt up his ass, he'll open it to be a dick.
What?
I was working at that. I was with a fucking, what's his name, right? That comedian, that Italian comedian. You always mention his name, Del Piso.
Yeah.
They're
That
both
was
in
at.
Florida.
That was horrible. That was at the first comedy.
Off the hook.
Off the hook.
Oh my
comedy.
God.
When they
'Cause
were
they
in that restaurant, they were sharing
and
the
there's a
stage.
shark head over
Yeah.
your shoulder.
But those they have those
They're
retractable
sliding
walls
bars.
where
Yes.
they would open, and
Off
then like
the hook.
all
That
that
was
noise.
before-
Marco
They-
Island.
Yeah.
They moved
The-
to a new place, a permanent place. But
So that was the
that
one
one.
where before he had it all set up,
Yeah.
like there was the stage was right here, and then there was a booth, like a big ass fucking speaker. That was the green room. So you're
Yes.
on top of the speaker.
Yep.
So I was just saying, a lot of comedians say I could kill anywhere, but can you kill after eating on top of the speaker and then still have the energy?
Yeah.
Because the crowd doesn't see none of this.
No, they don't see it. And
Hell
also,
no.
can you kill when you hear people shucking clams?
All that shit. Glasses.
So you went to the first Fort Myers, right?
Yes.
When they're performing, and from the periphery, you couldn't see lobsters being taken out.
Yes.
People picking up the lobster. People standing in fucking line.
You can
That's a fucking distraction.
Some dude
for
filleting
a
a
very
fish.
young comic. A young comic wouldn't know what to do.
You're doing dinner theater.
You'll do 5 minutes of hacking.
Exactly.
Well, you know, put up with 5 minutes of hacking material about people standing in line. Oh, nobody's never done that, eh?
They're like, I'll have a third-pound lobster surf and turf. They're just
Wow, that's a
screaming
big
order.
grouper. Can you get your seat, sir?
You can see like the whole kitchen.
And
you
then
see them picking the lobster. That's so
and
funny.
you got the guy that's sitting people down trying to be funny. You got a grouper of 7. I mean, group of 7.
Just a little seafood humor here, folks. Captain, what did he call
Captain
him?
Ron.
Brian.
Captain Brian.
He has a newer club, man. It's funny. His mom and dad always had the show, watching the show.
Yes, judging, looking like they owned Marco Island.
Making sure Junior spends his money right.
Yes,
Junior.
Junior. That place is so crazy. I can't believe that. I totally forgot about them picking up the lobsters and you seeing that from stage, and then being like, oh, God, that looks so good. I want some lobster.
That was a badass condo I stood in there, though.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
I wish I had people
Yeah.
Friends.
So empty. Nothing worse. Nothing worse than being a comic on the road in a nice empty condo. You're just like, oh fuck, okay, this is why people just can't handle it.
Enjoying it all by
Then
your
I
lonely
walked
self.
outside, and then like there was like 4 other pools. Then I keep going. There's this beautiful beach. Actual people vacationing.
Families,
Families.
couples, and we're alone with Domino's pizza sauce stain on our shirt from the night before. Not even the night before, 2 a.m.
You gotta beg the guy, hey man, can you drive and go get something? You know, I'm supposed to just take you to the condo.
You're like, cool. I'll just stay here and stare at all the closets.
For a long ass walk.
Yeah, that's what it's like on the
You
road,
ever
though.
did Schaumburg, or not Schaumburg, the Denver Improv?
I have done, yeah, I did the downtown one, and then there's another location. Isn't
No,
there?
not Comedy
Oh
Works.
no, Comedy
Den-
Works. I'm thinking of Comedy Works. I've
It's in
not
Stapleton.
done the improv.
It's in
Stapleton.
Stapleton, close to the airport.
The one time they had us in the icebox.
What happened?
We went to
Dude.
Denver Improv, and it was cold, man. You know it was cold, man. You know Angela Johnson was not there the week before that because they would have had 3 heaters. So they had no heater. It was freezing.
The vent into that room wasn't on.
Yeah,
And so what'd you do?
they got
Freeze.
blankets.
Did you guys snuggle?
No, he brought blankets for him. He's like, I ain't gonna use that shit. And we're just like, oh my god.
Blankets, bro. We're gonna fucking
Gross.
Get all sleepy before the show.
And it's those
Who knows
thick
where
ass
they came
moving
from.
blankets
Yeah,
too.
and
like,
also,
all
have they been
burlap and shit.
washed?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they came from the storage room.
There could be semen.
spiders,
that,
specimens.
that guy didn't want to give us a ride anywhere, huh? I got a
Right.
date today, guys, with a very beautiful woman.
Don't lie.
There
He didn't want
go.
to take you nowhere?
No,
That
man.
fool.
The fool said, you know, you're bombing when you can hear the lobster screaming before they die.
Yeah, that's just air being let out. That's their air.
So you ever been on Tonight Show or any shows?
Do I have what?
You ever been on Tonight Show?
No. I haven't done any late night before.
Me
I've
neither.
done
Just-
everyone else's
Just
TV
Lopez.
show. Lopez?
Lopez tonight?
We did Lopez when he
Well,
had
how
a
was
show.
that?
That was good.
Was he nice to you?
He was good.
That's good.
He's always been good to me.
Yeah, that's good.
I think everybody's been nice to me.
Yeah.
You're
so
lovable.
far.
You're,
So
if anyone's mean to
So
you, they got
far.
something wrong.
Stab him, please.
Just from what I know of you.
So you smoke a lot of weed?
Yeah.
You have a dog, right?
I got weed in my pocket.
You have a dog?
I have 3.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna bring
3.
them. So
Yeah,
I didn't-
we
that's
left
why
our
I
dog
don't-
at home because
Ah.
she's big. She's a big
I
scary
have a
dog.
big I have a
so-
big one. What kind is yours?
She's
Staffy?
like a staffy, like a pit bull mix.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
She's got big old head, but she's very calm. She's an old lady,
75
but
pounds.
No.
Wow.
but she loves. She does get a little excited around little dogs and our rabbits. Like she wants
approaches
to.
them real hard.
Yeah,
They
she
get
wants to
scared.
play or kiss.
She
yeah.
got bit the other day.
Oh
yeah,
no.
some little dog. She came up to and she was like, she went in too fast for a smell, and that little dog, I guess, got scared, and he just like latched onto her face, and she got a little
Oh,
puncture right there
no.
on her nose.
Little dogs,
She
they
was
just like,
react quick.
She didn't feel nothing, bro. Then she got all.
Then she was mad.
She
Yeah.
got buff. and
Did
uh-oh.
she get buff?
Yeah.
You're like, man, she's gonna take one
She'll
bite of that
kill
dog.
But she doesn't have any teeth. But I mean, she's got the canines that come down, but she doesn't have
Enough to
anything in
grab on.
between.
Her
Nothing
teeth are
here.
gone.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think that's funny to
I
think of a
know.
dog with
She's
no teeth.
Little
Yeah.
vampire, huh?
Yeah,
'Cause
just
they were all-
gumming it.
They were all broken and worn down from. I think she was in a cage or something for a long
Yeah,
time
and just
before we
biting
got her
every
and
day.
biting it all the time. Her teeth were worn to like, they were see through. You could see
That's
through, like,
terrible, man. People are
horrible.
cruel. That's
I
another.
know.
That's creepy when people are cruel
Yeah.
to animals. How can you be cruel to animals or children?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 3. I have 3 dogs. They're all. I've been into a shelter 3 times. I have 3 dogs. I cannot go into a
I
shelter.
know.
It's just I'll come home with an animal. I don't care if it's a capuchin or a llama. I'm taking that fucker
Do
home.
you take them to on the road with you?
Yeah, sometimes.
All 3?
I'll do cross country stuff. Like if I, like
Arizona.
I was just gonna say Phoenix. I'll drive them out there. It's fun. Just me and my dogs chilling. I feel safe. I got 1 pit boxer mix and 2 little ankle biters. They're all chill though. My dogs are all chill. They're just because they're like me.
We
They're
have
just chill.
2 rabbits and a dog.
How is it having rabbits? Like, do you let them roam around? I just picture them crapping everywhere.
We used to, but they use litter box. So
What?
yeah.
Yeah.
So we would just if we moved them around the house, we'd put a litter box in the other room. But usually they stay in the office. They have their own little space set up in the corner.
So they won't go on the floor. They'll go to the litter
They'll go
box.
to the litter box.
How long
yeah.
does it take the litter box to train them?
It's pretty quick, especially if they're spayed and neutered.
Yes.
It's,
See, look at
it's
me.
easier.
I'm like, I'm gonna get a fucking rabbit.
But if they're not
If you don't
spayed and
spay
neutered,
them, oh man, they'll let you know.
they'll go a lot of places. It'll be hard to
Uh,
contain them. But once they're spayed or neutered, all you have to do is like let's say they go in one corner that they like to go
Yeah.
into, you like clean it up with a paper towel and you put that in the litter box, or you pick up some poos that you find around, you put them in the litter box,
Ah.
and they know, oh, that's where I go, and they just do it like that.
Are they
It's
like?
really
Do they
easy.
make noises?
No,
Like
it's-
They're
They
quiet.
stomp.
They
They bink?
stomp if they get mad.
they do.
they give you a little grunt.
They'll grunt if they get
Little
mad.
You
attitude.
snuggle them? You
Yeah,
snuggle
they
bunnies?
snuggle, man.
Yeah,
You,
they're
do you
very
have photos of
sweet.
you snuggling
Yeah.
bunnies? I need like a poster of that in my
The
house. If you
snuggle.
just were like 2 bunnies.
But she goes. But so both our rabbits, though, they used to be, free range around the house, except if we left for a long time.
What stopped that?
But having
The dog.
having the dog around, just because we don't.
You don't
want
want to come home to bloody rabbits.
But we don't want them unsupervised. I don't know what could happen.
You come home and it's like Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that the
like-
movie?
Said
With the
bloody
boiling
rabbit.
Yeah,
bunny?
like you never know.
They'll suck.
I would never leave them alone because if who knows, like one of them would dart out of the
Scare her.
right in front of her face, and she'd get excited and jump. But she doesn't seem to have the urge. But I don't.
You're smart. You're responsible pet owner.
She seems to be very protective too.
She seems
We had
protective, but we just don't
We had
know.
a friend over the other day, and he had a backpack. And as soon as he put his hand in the backpack, she lunged over to bite his
Yeah,
hand.
she was like,
Like, what'd you
Tried
take
to
out that
bite.
backpack?
Yeah, she went after
You never
Johnny. Like he
know.
reached into his backpack, and she's like, no.
She's like, "What you got in there? Show me your hands."
No.
She's like,
Yeah,
she's like a
hands
cop.
up.
She's like, "Hands up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Hands
what
where I
she
can see them."
You have dates coming up?
I'm gonna be in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock, March 19th, the 21st, and I'm doing Lemon Haze Weed Festival, the Uncanny Comedy Fest at Showware Center in Kent, Washington, March 23rd.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then some other dates I can't remember. I can never remember them.
Where's that? Kent, Washington.
Kent, Washington's like Seattle, like near Seattle. Yeah. Have you been? Have you performed there besides like Power Live?
I performed at
More theater. Yeah.
Billiards Live.
Oh.
Billiards.
Oh,
in,
Parlor.
Parlor Bar.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. Seattle's a beautiful place.
You did Parlor in Seattle before they closed it, and then you did it in Bellevue,
Yeah.
and then you did the Moore Theater last year, right? Moore.
I did Richland too.
Or you did
Moore Theater.
Richland.
What's your favorite city or state to travel to? Like your favorite place? you've
Portland,
been?
probably.
Yeah, Portland's dope.
Yeah, man.
Great food.
I wish I could stay more than one day there.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. But then it's like the thought of like, because you travel for work,
Yeah.
the thought of extending it, you're like, I just want my bed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
You know what I mean? You're like, but it is kind of cool. Like that's one of the upsides of doing this. Like you get to see the country and the world essentially, depending on where it takes you. But
Yeah.
Portland's a good stop.
Portland's good. 'Cause it's always like, even when I was working there at Harvey's, catching the bus back and forth to
Yeah.
the show, I was okay with it, man. And then in the daytime, I would just go eat real good food.
Yeah.
I would go hang out at the library or the bookstore and get all fucking stoned as fuck.
What do you do? Like, what are your favorite things to do when you get into a city?
Well, he likes going to museums and stopping purse snatchers in Bridgeport.
I would just by chance.
Is this
We
like a
were eating-
regular occurrence?
No.
We went to the Bridgeport, what the comedy club,
It was
Stress Factory.
Stress Factory.
Stress Factory.
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Yep.
and we talked about
His
this.
new
But
club.
there was a lady, she got her phone snatched, and Rodrigo chased them, and then he dropped the phone.
You
We
saved her.
We ended up getting the phone back.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I think after you see two big ass dudes trying to run after him, and then there was a meter maid on the other side, he was like, "Fuck it, I'm out."
I can't imagine seeing
It
you two
sucked,
come
though.
at me.
Then the cop said, "Okay, let's help him."
Yeah, the cop was like, "All right, how long these dudes gonna run for? How fast? You
Yeah.
fast?"
Nah, I ain't fast at all. But I was like, dude,
were
I just
scary?
felt bad for that lady, dude. I was like, damn, dude. It just sucks when you see something like, all right, I gotta do something. Fuck.
And then her
That's good though. That's good of
Was
you.
she talking to her husband?
She was on the phone with somebody because her husband's in the hospital, so she had
Oh.
to communicate with him, something about a prescription and stuff. So she, had her livelihood in her little device.
As
So-
we all do.
But yeah, so we
People
able to
are.
get
I
that.
mean, people are desperate. I remember seeing a chick on her phone on the subway in New York, just texting. This kid just swoop and got right off. Waited for the doors to just about close and got off and
That's a
ran.
slick
And she
move.
was just like,
It's a rookie move right there, sitting by the
yeah, and then
But
you
rookie
can't-
move with your phone
Right
all
by the
out.
exit.
big
Yeah.
chain.
Yeah.
especially in New York City, you should
Especially
already
in
be
New York.
already keen to that.
I have somebody had a friend of mine had his chain snatched in the bus because he was sitting by the exit, and it was a fake chain, dude.
But it looked good.
It looked good. He left you with nothing but green.
It's like another month before it turned green.
Same
some
thing
time
happened
in
though. Homeboy snatched it, jumped off.
That's fucked up, but it's a good game.
Yeah, man,
It's a
it's
smart
Fast City,
game.
dude.
Man, people find anywhere to get money from you, dude.
Hunger's out there, dog.
It's survival of the
Yeah,
fittest.
man.
When you
They'll-
don't get your basic rights, people get desperate.
They'll come at you, man, Jesse. I have this app, man. I just need your name on it. Or I got this movie, man. TJ Miller say he might do it. I got Brett Weinbach for sure writing.
But if you do it,
But if you do it, man, we'll put the whole package
Yeah.
together. You get those?
Always. I just got one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird how much stuff, like, finally, she reads it, so I would have to be, like, get in trouble later on.
Smart. I need one of these. I need a smart woman in my corner. I have too many dudes. Not that you guys aren't capable, but I need a little estrogen in my corner.
Well, dudes are lazy, bro. Like, dudes don't understand, like, how to separate and work from our emotions.
Really? I feel
Dudes can't,
people
bro.
would say that about women.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
feel
don't
like-
know. I've cried at work before. Not this job, but
Not crying
it's my
like
house.
that, but feeling emotionally involved with somebody. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, or want to get with you.
yeah.
But I think that's the nature of the business, especially because with comedians, we're sensitive. As much as we're egotistical, I call us insecure narcissists. We teeter on both sides of that. So it's an emotional thing. I get emotional with my people, and I get told, "Oh, I'm just a woman." It's like but isn't there also an artist factor involved here? Can't I just also just be a human? You fucker. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I
Hell
feel
yeah.
like you can be sensitive. I'm sure you're sensitive
Am I
sometimes.
sensitive, man?
She's like, this motherfucker.
You used to be. No, I'm just playing.
Ah.
I'm just playing. No, yeah. You're
Some more
sensitive.
gels.
I think. What? I think that what she's saying is true. You are insecure narcissists, all of you guys.
All of us.
All of you guys.
I'm a
yeah.
Gemini, right?
Some of you guys are
He
more
said I'm a Gemini, right?
than the other.
Do you not know what your sign
I
is?
am.
Okay. That's funny.
Yeah, he just uses that as an excuse to show his crazy side.
The duel,
Yeah.
the Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
you guys believe in all the signs and all that shit?
No.
All the signs, baby.
He does.
I don't know.
I don't.
But if you think of it, we're born from the cosmos.
Right.
Neil deGrasse Tyson says we have stardust in us.
But you know between the difference between right and wrong too.
I have a lot.
Yeah. Why he doesn't?
Some people don't
No,
have
I'm
a
just
lot.
saying.
Some people don't
He
have
has
a lot of
he has had bad
stardust.
judgment at times.
I
yes.
could say that as well.
Some
about
people don't
myself.
have enough stardust. That's why they don't shine.
Yeah.
He's stardust over
And then
here,
some people
dog.
have too much stardust and they fart that shit out on airplanes.
or overshine.
They overshine.
This guy. Sorry, just got here. Don't know what's going on.
Hey, still Steve.
Some people just joined in. Some people. It's funny. Like some people who watch the live version of this, they tuned in expecting to see Bill Burr or something. Check the days, not Monday, asshole.
Yeah, apology denied, soldier.
Yeah, they don't read the.
You have a podcast too, don't you?
I do. It's
Just
called
two.
Sharp Tongue Podcast, and then I have one called the Hilarious Podcast.
Hi.
You gotta come. You have to come do them at some point.
Oh yeah, the Hilarious.
I would love to have
one
you on.
sounds Good.
Yeah, Hilarious. We smoke a specific strain, and then we tackle a topic.
Okay.
Yeah, like parenting, or being a comedian, or whatever your thing is. I
You
find
think
out
you-
what your thing is.
You think you can tell the difference between now sativa and Indo?
No, I think there's been too much crossbreeding.
That's what I say.
Yeah, back in the
isn't
day,
everything a hybrid now?
Like what is
essentially.
Louis?
Louis OG.
It's
Or
a
hybrid of
it's a hybrid.
sativa with dominant sativa.
It's dominant sativa.
It comes down to the strain, not so much the indica and sativa, because there's been so much crossbreeding. Like in the 60s, when the plants first were being bred, then you could have a more isolated strain and a more isolated dominating indica or sativa property. But
that
now
way with
no.
male female stress, right, Reggie?
Yeah,
That
you
first
know,
weed.
Yes.
those are basically babies,
Yeah.
seeds.
But Louis' stuff, he's kept it. That's almost like heirloom tomatoes.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people
You
can
know,
keep it.
Louis.
Yeah, he
Louis
has.
is OG, and he has his own grower who's dedicated to him. And he doesn't have another strain or
No.
anything, right? He doesn't have a crossbreed.
One guy.
It's just his thing.
I think there's definitely people who could still maintain the
They
strain.
even brought that plant to Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And started growing in LA. But I think it's stickier because it's grown indoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sticky icky. I love marijuana. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I go by I'll go by the company and their strain. I don't go by indica or sativa or hybrid or anything like that. I just go by the specific strain.
We got Backwood Lisa over here.
I love backwoods.
I do. That's all I want.
I love them so much.
That's all I want.
Honey, oh,
Yeah, that's all I want.
That's what you got, honey.
I
honey
get
backwoods
yeah.
are so
You know
good.
what? I told you one of the cigarette stands over on Devonshire in the valley. They have banana.
Is that? I
haven't
don't like
tried
banana
it.
flavored stuff. I
haven't
like
tried
banana.
it, but yeah, we'll see.
What's up, food? This week I'm at the Miami Improv, March 8th through the 10th. At the brand new Improv, San Angelo, March 15th. Wichita, March 16th. Grand Junction, Colorado, March 23rd. Dallas, Texas, at the Arlington Improv, March 29th through the 31st. Check out felipeworld.com/tour for our upcoming shows and ticket info. Also, I'm doing a Spanish show on what day?
March 18th.
March
Monday.
18th with Jesus Trejo,
Oh, I love Jesus.
Francisco Ramos,
Mm-hmm. I don't know the
Tom
guy's name.
Segura, and me.
That's gonna be great. That's a great show.
It's gonna be all in
Does
Spanish.
Tom Segura speak
I
Spanish?
think he does.
Very well.
You think he does? That's amazing.
Probably speaks better
Very
than me.
well, yeah.
That's
Fabricio
awesome.
Copano as well. He's the other
Also,
guy.
Fabricio. CBD oils are in now. Fuck that.
Thank you,
dog.
Still Steve.
I don't want to be. I
Thank
don't want to
you.
feel good. I want to be good.
Cuckoo.
See, I think I need the CBD stuff that's heavier on the CBD than the THC when it's something I ingest, because I can't handle edibles and things
Same,
like that. But I
girl.
need something that gives me the calm without the super crazy high
Yeah.
as edibles. I can't hang.
I can't
And
hang.
like
CBD,
men- it's
you
like-
take it or you rub it on you.
No, you can take the drops. They have the drops.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
I
do
rub
have a-
brownies all over me. That's how I take my weed.
I do have a lotion that I think Wolfie gave us
Yeah,
last
Wolf
time,
does it
and
work?
it works because I
Really?
have a little problem in my hand here, a joint problem. But I rubbed it on, and it was immediately. It felt
Really?
better.
It works.
Immediately.
If
It
you
was-
get the good
yeah.
products, CBD is it. That's
Yeah.
literally going to affect the pharmaceutical industry.
Yeah, but and I do have some drops that are mostly CBD, and like it's 2-to-1, I think, something like that.
That's my
CBD
ratio too.
Yeah. So but do you? It's I haven't really noticed a strong, although I'm kind of increasing the number of drops that I put in, but I haven't noticed a strong calming sensation yet. I don't know. I guess it kind of takes the edge off a little bit.
It can take the edge off a
but-
little, and I feel like sometimes with these,
but there's no high really.
Yeah,
It's not
because the
crazy like that,
CBD, the
yeah.
way like all of that interacts with your endocannabinoid system is like it's all dependent upon where you're at
Yeah.
in your mind. I think.
When I hurt my knee, crib walking. I put that CBD oil on my knee. That shit worked, man.
You stop crip walking.
Yeah.
We put that in a commercial for some
That would be
CBD company.
You
When
want
I
to get your
hurt
kids to stop crip
when I
walking?
hurt
You
my,
can't wear your red outfit though. You gotta
you
wear the
can't.
blue
When
one.
I hurt my knee, brick walking, not crib walking.
CBD crip walk cream. That's
It
hilarious.
was good, dude.
It did. It worked on your knee.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, some of that stuff is really good.
Yeah, dates coming up, Rodrigo Torres.
April 9th, Viva Los Jokes is back in Riverside, downtown Riverside at the Life Vulture.
We should set up a Spanish show, bro. And see if anybody will show up.
Well, let's just do that one then.
Do
You
one-
wanna-
we should do one in Riverside.
Well, you want to do it the following month or that
Are we in
month?
town?
It's
When?
a Tuesday night.
What night?
Are they expecting
April 9th.
Are they expecting to be in English?
No, we're
We
bringing
just-
it back, but if you want to do that one
We'll
to
do it all in
practice that set,
Spanish
let's
then.
do it then.
Me, you, and Rizzo.
Yeah, all right. We'll
Shock
just do
'em.
it April 9th.
And we'll find another fool to do it.
Yeah, okay.
Hold on, let me see.
Surprise them.
It's a
Hola.
Let's see
Tuesday,
if I can
the
do
second
it.
Tuesday of April.
Yeah, you could do it.
April 9th. Tell 'em.
Viva Los Jokes. It will be in Spanish in Riverside, California at the Life Vulture
Rodrigo will be
building,
hosting.
downtown Riverside. So come out, folks. It's going to be awesome.
Also, man, if you know anybody out there that can tell a funny joke in Spanish, bring them on. I'll put them on stage.
Let's do it.
That's
dude.
hilarious.
It's on. Fire coming soon.
Make it an abuela.
Abuela, abuela.
Yeah.
Not transgender abuela.
What's up, food podcast? Where people follow you at again?
They can find me at Jessimae Peluso on all things. Sharp Tongue Podcast.
You're a regular at the Comedy Store?
I'm not a paid regular.
No.
Not yet. No. But I'm
Really?
there all the time. I know.
thought
Are
you were.
you
I know,
serious?
right?
Not part of the elite over
I
there.
only get paid when Sam Tripoli books me. Nah,
You get paid at all.
You're
I
an
know.
OG
You
regular.
You just don't
though.
go over there.
I
that
work there
much.
all the time. I'm on all the shows. So I just consider myself one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I see your name on the list.
Really?
On the OR list? You never know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm there. I
The
do shows all
lineups?
the time.
Yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah.
lineups all the time.
She's
Yeah.
just not a paid regular.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you do
I
it
just
for
can't
free?
park my car in the lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
What is we're coming to?
It's funny on my
Are
tape.
you a regular at the Laugh Factory?
I do, yeah. I do the Laugh
Improv.
Factory a lot. Yeah.
I don't understand like the improv. I used to like the way it used to be, bro.
Why?
Just smaller.
Yeah.
Now it's all like
Which one? The
Rearranged.
Hollywood?
There's nowhere to hide in there no more.
Yeah, that's what you
right.
like.
Where are the nooks and crannies in this joint?
There you go.
I like
All of
nooks and
them are
crannies.
going through that on.
The
Yeah.
Comedy Store, man, you get fucking drunk or high, and just like sometimes like I like to go where the main room is, right there where the cashier is. You could go upstairs and you can like start looking around
Mhm.
where
I think they cut off access
where
to
those
that.
spots
though.
where
Yeah, I thought
where
they did
Mitzi was
too.
spying on people
Yeah,
out.
that's
from the book.
yes.
They
read the
made it
book?
like
Yes.
storage though.
So I try to find those little spots, and they're there.
Little nooks.
That's weird.
Because I was there by the OR, when you cross the bathroom, and then you go to the main room, there's another room when you cross, and there's like a little window. I don't know if you've ever seen it, like a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
glass. You can just see the show, but not hear it.
Mm.
That's weird. It's like a cop window.
Little
Yeah,
shoplifter window. huh?
Yeah.
I like to do that one day,
Interrogation
man, like,
room. That's what the rooms are.
Do a bunch of mushrooms,
And just
Get
go up in
lost.
the nooks.
and
Comedy
book,
store.
get booked early, and then just walk around the whole night like a zombie, bro.
Run into the ghost of Bugsy Siegel, dude.
A mushroom
And then
zombie.
get a piggyback ride from Sidekick Eddie.
Up on, dog.
To top off the night.
What's up, fool? Lisa, you have shows coming up?
I got nothing.
No?
I don't do shows.
Dishes?
I have some dishes. Yeah.
Dishes.
Help my son with his homework.
That's a show.
Yeah.
That's important.
Oh yeah, I'm running your company too. I
Oh yeah,
forgot about
Yes,
that.
she's
tough,
running
man.
your life.
You got to edit the podcast.
I have
She's
to
keeping
put
you
your
on the
set. I have to
axis.
put your sets together
Yeah.
because they're gonna film your third special
Yeah.
this year. Our third special, pretty much.
I need a
This'll be
Lisa in my life.
Yeah, man.
Third one.
She's your centrifugal force.
There you go. She's Ghost Girl.
She's dope.
Fantastic Four.
Ghost?
Oh.
I was like, I don't know what that
That's
is.
not even her name. So we figured out before you got here that there's 2 fucking Captain Marvel movies coming out.
There are?
I'm
Yes,
still
the girl,
confused.
Captain Marvel.
Oh, the one that's out now?
Brie Larson, yeah,
Right.
that's
And
out
then there's
now.
Shazam
America.
coming out.
Yeah, with the dude
With
from
a dude.
from Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Oh, yeah.
Billy
The
Batson.
doctor that she dates,
Yeah.
the Jewish doctor she meets in the Catskills, he's gonna be Shazam. But I'm
He
confused.
plays Billy Batson, which
Right.
was a little boy who met somebody way back, and then like he gave him and goes, "Just say my name, just say my
Right.
name." And when he says
Like
Shazam,
Beetlejuice?
a lightning hits him. Yeah, but still he don't say Beetlejuice. That's my go-to joke, man. Whenever I see somebody heckling me and they're wearing something stupid and it's black and white with stripes, all right, Beetlejuice. I'm down.
Works
Shut
every
up, shut
time.
up,
That's a
shut
great
up.
line.
Shut up, shut up, shut up.
I love that. That's hilarious. It's so good.
Yeah, man.
That's a good
What's
line.
up with you? Give us some Joe
Chillin'.
Diaz.
Bro, I'm just fucking chilling, bro. Enjoying the fucking rain. Raining cats and dogs out this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Give us some Joe Rogan and Joe Diaz and Alex Jones, bro.
Well, you know what they're talking about, the new cellular universe. Well, Joe, I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't even know what's going on here. Did those children kill those people? Bro, fuck both you cocksuckers. I'm out!
What's up, fool?
Oh,
Hey, Alex Jones doing steroids, bro?
No, I think
Buff.
he's been like stressed out, lost all that weight.